So, now that step is done, we've only got this next step to do. Oh, it's denail them all. You know when you get a lifetime supply for free, be prepared to move it and move it and move it and move it and move it. So we've got to denail it. We've got to get them denailed, cleaned up, and then they're going to sit on here all the way to the roof, because that sits on separate legs there. We might even have to push it that way. But I can see a set of shelves coming behind here on. Yeah, maybe another shelf in here. I can already see where I'm going to use some of it maybe. But, and we will lose a lot more now because, you know, it's got rough ends. So we've got to denail it and then we've got to cut the bad off. No point storing this stuff, takes up space. You're only going to grade it once, so I'm going to have two grades. I'm going to have grades such as this with no nails at all in. I'll take the nails out. And then we'll have the grades where we've cut the nails out. Even that is a bit rough on that side, but turn it upside down, it'll be all right. This is what causes you trouble, splits. So you have to go beyond the split, cut it, because it'll just create another split. You've got to bypass it altogether. But at least rather than having one longer damaged bit, the short bit will be clean and you'll know what you're picking up when you're picking it up. Some of them are really sweet. Some of them won't need nothing. Yeah, so we're going to be all right. I'm really pleased. And at least we've got a roof if it's raining. But it's the nature of getting stuff and homing it, sorting it out. You get it for free financially, but it still costs you time and effort. But plod on, and yeah, I can see lots of potential in this wood here now. We've just got to store it because, I mean, do you remember these planks here? We were getting them in and it was up to the roof, wasn't it? We had loads of this plank. We had a lifetime supply of wood. And then if you remember, we built this set of shelves and then we moved on to that set of shelves. No, we did that first in the middle, didn't we? And then we put a set of shelves here. And we built that and then we moved over to there and we did that section, didn't we? We used the wood and then we moved over to that section. And then we did these tops here, connected them all together, put the shelves on. Wow, this place has swallowed some wood. Yeah, doing stuff, but it's all good. It takes a bit of time, but it's part of the enjoyment of being a shed man. And then there's satisfaction. Now I've finished these cupboards. Okay, they're buried and we can't get at them. But when there's no garbage in the way, I'm really satisfied and happy with what we did here with the cupboards and then across the top and then another shelf and down there and how we got around the corner there and we put these shelves here. I'm really quite pleased with myself there. And of course, all the empty boxes and storage up there. It's I'm quite pleased. We've got to sort that mess out one day. Maybe not one day soon. And then we've got to get these machines that laid out at an angle and this, get that up and running, the wood up. And then we've got to level the floor so we can bring them in and out on casters maybe. And then we've got to find a home for this and put a bench on that. And we've still got a bit to do. It's never ending. Shedding and working on the shed is never ending, but it's always pleasurable. Sort of, allegedly, yeah. Right then, I'm glad. That's the worst of it over. Now we can just plod on. So we're going to attack the last session. We've got one panel here. We've got another panel underneath, which I think are fairly good. Coming apart. I think this one should come apart fairly easy. And we've got one of those big panels. I did another big panel yesterday evening. So I reckon I can get this done. You've seen it in fast forward. Shall I bother showing you? What do you think? Nothing you haven't seen before. I'm not going to show you this, but I will show you the clear ground when it's done. Oh, it's been here for ages. I can put the car in. It'll be safe in the tent then, won't it? Oh, of course, I've got to brush the floor, look for nails. But anyway, this should be the last session on stripping this wood off these shipping boxes. Yeah, and then we should have enough wood for life then, shouldn't we, eh? So this bar here is excellent for this job because it's using those ears, isn't it? We've raised that end and we've raised this end. We're just going to take them apart. There is very little resistance, but because you just get enough there, you have to separate it away. Yeah, you can go back under again and you can separate it. Hold on. Can you see that? Look, it really makes the job. These little ears are marvellous for doing this. Just enough to get there, to push them apart, which is what you want, which brings that frame off nicely. Yeah, that's great for that job. So I don't think there's one pallet tool that's going to do all the work. I think you need several types of pallet tool to handle every type of wood or every type of pallet that you come across, because this one flies through it. But of course, it doesn't always. This is lovely, this one. But the other one also is good for when you need it. When we stand on this end, look, just give it a push and it brings it up. If you were really, if it was the last load of wood you were ever going to get, and you really wanted to save every bit of wood, I'm guessing you would come here, grind that nail off, which will allow you to get right underneath and give yourself a full lift on that. Get right underneath. If it was important that you know, that's all the wood you've got, and you've got to make it last. Again, this is just going in the stores, so I can afford to really take a risk on the wood. So you would, with this, you would, if you wanted to be very careful with every piece of wood you took off, this would be fine, but you'd have to clear the nails first, or maybe knock them in or grind them off, or whatever you wanted to do. Yeah. We're nearly there, not far to go, we're nearly there. So I thought I'd bring you with me to get to the very last of these pallets. Oh, it's hard work. It's hold on there just a minute. We can go. Yeah, it's been a slog. Oh, the smallest thing I do, yeah, I find very sweating. And you know when you sweat, and hold on. Do you know when you sweat and then the sweat runs down your forehead, and then it's like salty water that goes in your eyes, isn't it? Is that going to do that? No, this is going to do here once we get in there. Yeah. This one's going to be a bit of a mare to do because of that end bit. So let's just knock that off out of our way. Yeah, we'll knock that out of the way. Yeah. So we can come up the side. Let's get in real close to this one here. And let's give it some abuse. Is it going to go? Get in, there we are. Just get in and we've got to push that away from us. Oh, some of them. These last few have been stinkers. Let's get right in. Right. Look. That's actually, who knew that bar was bendable? Ooh! Let's have to bypass that. Let's go up here. Pick an easy one. The last few have been proper little stinkers. Let's do this one. See if we can get in real close to it. Let's do that. Gonna break them. Oh no, they're gonna. It seems to be, once you get them moving, they seem to be alright. Once we've got this front one off, they're gonna fly. Look at this. There's 4 on that one. There's 4 nails on this one as well. There's 4 nails on this. Wow. These don't want to play today, do they? These don't want to play. Get this in here, nice and tight. You've only got the smallest of edges to play with. Gone. What's a goner? It's a goner. Let's get this one now. It's because it's just on one side. Woo! We've got that one. That's the thing. Once you get them started. And this has got an edge on both sides. And I can see that's got 5 nails in it. Ooh. It might be as easy just to cut down it. There's 2 on that one. So we're going to approach this way. There's only 2 nails holding this one, maybe 3. So let's get this side lifted. Come on. You know what's causing that? Because the once you sort of start, you've broken its will. Almost as if you've broken the will to stick. Once you've broken the one, you get the other one done. Come easy. Don't let it beat you. Yeah, and this end one, it's got a certain amount of curl to it as well. We've changed tools for that. What we do, we use this for that one. Let's see if we can do this when we help it. Yeah. Any mechanical help, any leverage help you can give yourself, the better. Use all the tools and every tool you've got to conquer what you want to do. Here's another one. This one's okay here. I don't know if you can you see that end one like that there? I don't think you can you? Oh yeah, you can see it. Right. 2 nails on this, should be easy. Maybe 3. Getting a bit closer. They are right in there. Ooh, that's not as good as you think. That's a split, but it's quite a long board, so we can easily afford to bypass that one. What are we going to do with this? Oh, that'll break that. Now that created a split. So you could live with the split, or you could just simply choose to cut it off and bypass the split altogether. It's still a good length of board, isn't it? And we're going to grade them. We'll have a grade 1 with all the nails gone. We'll have a grade 2. Now, here's another. Not that enough. Have another bash at this. We're going to get in that corner as tight as we can. Generally, get the mad with it. Again, split. Seems to be the price we're going to have to pay to just get it. Woo! Just to get it on the move. These are extraordinary stuff. But they might be tough to get off. But it'll make whatever you build will be that little bit tougher as well, won't it? Try and get that off there. That's where that edge one is going to help us there. I'm going to lever that up and away. Come on. You little stinker. Right. So I've come to the conclusion. It's not one tool you need. It's several tools and several techniques if you're going to conquer every pallet that you come across. Yeah. I can't believe that just pure manpower is bending this. You know how strong it was when we made it, and we've cut it. Just leverage and manpower can take that shape out of there. Wow. But the trouble is, that's where the trouble starts. We can hammer that back down, but it will lift its head again, isn't it? It will do it again. So we're going to probably weld a bolt in here to strengthen it. Keep it down. Yeah. Come on. We will not be conquered. No. We refuse to be conquered. There's only 3 in this one. This doesn't look too bad actually. Let's get in and under. Let's get it. What's the rugby? Get up and under. Ooh! Again, broke the end. Oh, you swine. You little stinker. We've done so well. And these last few ones are going to bite us. I'm going to destroy them. I've got enough. I've wasted enough energy. I'm just going to cut the damn things up. Oh, because I want the car in. So let's get the car back under the tent where it belongs. And you just need to do what you need to do to get what you want done. So we're just going to sort through these, and we'll sort through these as a separate job. So we'll get to that if we do decide to denail that piece of wood, because it's still handy, isn't it? Grind it, chop it. We've got to axe through these, cut those nails off, axe through that. So our priority is to get the car put away. So let's just cut these things up, see how we get on. I knew that was going to happen. I was prepared for it. Let me finish cutting these up and I'll be back with you. Actually, I think this one's going to be alright. I just ran out of steam this afternoon. The sweat was running off me. Oh, yeah. Going to be okay. I want you to see me get to the very end of that huge pile of wood. So, yes, it was a lot of wood, and yeah, it's taken a few days, but we're there, aren't we? It's gone now, it's gone. We'll do that, switch the camera off, let's get that done, and then that's us done. We can get the car in, and that first stage, well, the thing is, when you get this much stuff of something, okay, you've put it for free, but we're going to have to handle it and then rehandle it and rehandle it and rehandle it. It's the nature of having lots of stuff. But this first stage of getting it all stripped down, getting it in I'll put this in. I'll show you what the pile looks like when we've ended. And getting it done is a big step. But just plod on, you'll get there, you'll get there. Now, it would be nice to get this one. I don't know if it's gonna come. This wood is really short, isn't it? And there's 3 nails here. At least we can get under it. Let's see. Is it gonna go? Why don't you get the first one? Put it on a minute. No. Is it? Come on. Ooh, no. Split it. Split it. Split it. It's going to get the chop. It's going to get the chop. Actually, I think this is where the other tool will come in, you know. Yeah, actually. Let's just see what this does. Yeah, I can get under there. Is it going to do it? Oh yeah. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. Oh, it's going to do it. It's going to release. That's the one that was already broken. This squeaky one here. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is going to do this. A treat. Get into that now. That's it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can rescue a bit of a length out of that. Don't let anything defeat you. There is a way, always. Never give up. I'm going to go half and half. Come on, come on, come on. There we are. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. That's another way to get them done. Brilliant. Hoping there's just one left, but I'm dreading there is 2. Come on. Oh, 2 of them. But they are the lighter ones. But this has been well nailed in. Gee, how many nails are holding this lot together? Yeah, these are the little tough ones that are left. I might just lean them up against the back. Keep them for a rainy day. Well, if you take into account the amount of wood that was here, and yeah, there are a few split ones and a few broken ones getting through, this amount of detritus, wastage, complete waste, well, even they're not really waste, but you know, I don't think it did too bad. We haven't lost too much wood. That's the whole of the loss out of this operation, you know, getting them all split up. Let's see what the next operation is, and if anybody asks me for wood, because of course now I've split them, everyone will ask me for lengths of wood, but I can always give them these pieces, can't I? Say, right, you want to make a bird box, there's the wood, get stripping. Right, so let's get this away, this little bit away, and I'll show you how big the next pile is going to be. So that I don't get any blame for any punctures with all these nails that are knocking about, the madam has volunteered. You volunteered, didn't you? The madam has volunteered to brush the floor, so she can't be shouting at me if we get any punctures.
Oh, so in other words, if we get a puncture, it's my fault?
No, it's just not my fault. Okay? I'm not saying it's your fault, I'm just saying,
Do you know what?
it's just not my fault. What?
I just don't believe you sometimes.
I'm just covering my arse. Have you never heard of insurance? This is an insurance clip. So if we get a puncture in your, if you get a puncture in the car, your car, our car, your car, right, the one you used, in the nice posh one, it's not my fault. Yeah. So Debbie's car, the posh car, is back in the tent under shelter behind the big door. Yeah. So that's that stage done, thank goodness. However, it's produced all this wood. And you know, it's always the way, when you get yourself a lifetime supply, you're going to move it and handle it and move it and handle it. You'll have the stuff you want. You'll have to move half of it to get to the stuff you want. So we've got to carefully now grade it, see what's good, what's bad, and then it's all going to sit, well, more or less, give or take a bit. It's all going to sit up here. We're going to pull this away, clean them up, empty all the garbage off that shelf, all the half bits and whatever, and then we'll fill that to the roof because that's on the legs. That'll take the weight. It's took the weight before. We might even have to push it that way. All this wood. Are we going to put a backing on these now? Make these a back to these instead of a wall, maybe? The world is our oyster now. We've got the material, but the back breaking work is over. This is just, I'd say, monotonous. It's taken a while, but at least if it's raining, we're going to stay dry because we're indoors, aren't we? So, yeah, we're halfway through the stage of getting free lifetime supply of wood. On the subject of moving and removing, the thoughts I had for that, we've got to move it. Remember, it's killed the car. That's why we had suspension and springs on the damn thing, I'm convinced. Well, I'm going to try and put it as a block under here, under the two IBCs here. There's a space under there. So just to try and tidy the place, I collected it out the skip, put it in the car, brought it there, didn't I, in several loads. So now we've got to get from there and walk it to there and pack it in and underneath there. I think that's where it'll go. But welcome to the shed man's world. You move and remove. How many times have you got loads of stuff that you've moved and then moved again and then moved again? Welcome to a shed man's world. It's never really been a good growing area. We could put a deck on there, couldn't we? We could put shelves in here, couldn't we? Turn them into shelves. So that might be a project. Make something more useful. I was going to put these cupboards in there. You know, the big tall cupboards. I was thinking about putting a row of them in there. But, maybe a deck first to begin with. And do something here, maybe. Now we've got the wood. In a perfect world, if Debbie was to hand over the greenhouse to us, we could make some lovely shelves across there and across here and here, couldn't we? And a couple of lovely workbenches, couldn't we? I think it's way too much effort for Debbie to continue growing these weeds. Yeah, we've had very little harvest out of them. She's enjoying the grapes, the vineyard, the vine, but this space isn't very productive. But it would be a fantastic nuts and bolts store, wouldn't it? A whole of this wall full of them in jars and across there and across here. And, you know, various bits and bobs. Oh, wouldn't it be fantastic? I think you should send a message to Debbie saying, give up on the gardening. Give up on the greenhouse. Yeah. Way too much effort for what you get back. Yeah. Let Reggie put his nuts and bolts in here. Rack it all out. One jar deep, all on the walls. Oh, it'd be a little paradise, wouldn't it?